Hey guys, it's fall. It's time to check your batteries. Hey guys, so today is October 18th and we are starting to get into fall. It's getting pretty cool here in Wisconsin. We're supposed to have 25 degrees tonight. And so just going through the truck, getting everything ready for winter. And one of the things that we're focusing on today is our batteries. And you guys know we do a lot of cooking in the truck. You know, we're always using our coffee pot, the microwave, you know, either our pressure cooker or our skillet, you know, and that stuff gets used every single day. And even though we've got an APU, you know, that keeps our batteries charged up, that really does take a toll on our batteries. And we're averaging right about a year. We're not getting the expensive glass mat or the gel batteries or anything like that. We're just using the regular liquid batteries, and we get probably about a year out of them. And I know if we went to the gel batteries, we'd probably get a little bit more time out of them, especially traveling from north to south, you know, where they're getting cold and then they're getting hot and then they're getting cold again. But they're expensive, and I just don't think that we'd see enough of a difference in the life of our batteries to justify the increased expense in those batteries. So we're just using the old-fashioned liquid batteries, and well, let's get into changing these batteries. So here's our batteries. You can see we've got 4 of them, and to begin with here, we need to loosen this bolt and loosen this bolt and take this out. I've already loosened it. Go ahead and set this on the ground, get it out of the way. And then we need to go through and loosen all of our connections. So I've already loosened all of these connections. And the biggest thing is, you can see we've got a lot of different wires going to our battery here. You know, we've got our cables going to the starter, going to our ground. We've got cables coming from our APU. This one here and this one here are coming from the APU. This one here is going to our inverter inside the truck. There's our positive cable, and our negative cable is right here coming from our inverter. And you see how we did that. Here's the negative on this terminal here, and there's the positive on that one there. You can see they're up here and back there. That way, our inverter is constantly drawing from all 4 batteries at the same time. And that's the best way to wire your inverter. We never have any problems using our skillet or anything like that. But I did have a fella comment that he had the same inverter that we do, and he wasn't able to use a 1200 watt skillet. And I replied back to him, but I think what he might be doing, this is just a guess, instead of going from here with his negative and there for his positive, I'm guessing that he's got probably his positive going there and his negative going here on the same battery. And that means he's only going to be drawing electricity from this one battery at a time. Yes, these other 3 will cycle down to it, but his inverter is just wired to that one battery, and I think that's why he may be having a problem. So the next thing here, now that we've got everything loose, we need to get everything taken out. And because we do have so many wires in here, it's really good to take some good pictures so you know where your wires are going back to when you put your new batteries in, or take a video so that you can see where they're going to, just so when you get your batteries back in here, your new batteries, you've got everything wired back the way it's supposed to be. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff taken off. Okay, so I've got all of the nuts taken off, and I just cut a piece of cardboard here, and I've taken all of my negative connections off and the plate that connects all of my batteries together, and just kind of slid this cardboard underneath it to keep everything from touching. And then as I take the the positive rail off and those positive connections, I'm just going to continue to slide this cardboard underneath there and get all of that on top of the cardboard here, just again, so that nothing touches that's not supposed to. Okay, so I've got all of our connections off on the positive side too, and those wires were a little stiff as I was picking up the positive side there, and that connector bar. I had to kind of really lift on it to get those heavy cables from Volvo to lift up enough. But you see, I just slid that cardboard, just kept sliding the cardboard underneath it. So now I don't have to worry about, as I'm swapping the batteries out, I don't have to worry about anything touching anything it's not supposed to. And before I put this all together, I'm going to take this bar. I'll take the positive one too, and clean it up a little bit. See, I got some corrosion on here. So I'm going to hit that with a little sandpaper and maybe some baking soda. I'm trying to think, I think I did a video on how to use baking soda and just a little bit of water and create kind of a paste and put it on there, and baking soda will neutralize that acid and it'll clean it up. I'm going to try a little sandpaper first and see how that does. Okay, so I took the negative bar and I cleaned it up really good. I just took some sandpaper to it and got all the connections really clean on the top and the bottom. These connections are really important, y'all. I mean, you can have brand new batteries, and if you don't have good connection, you don't have anything. Really, it's all in your connection. Then I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all of my connectors also. I'll just take some sandpaper to all of them. And of course, do the positive bar also. So there you go, guys. Here's the finished work. We've got all of our connections nice and clean. Made sure that all of our wires are back where they need to be, and that everything is good and snug. We've got our battery bar back in here to hold them in place so they don't come sliding out. And that's it. It's a very easy job to do yourself. You can save yourself some money and labor. I paid $108 a piece for these batteries, but I didn't have to pay any labor. And this is the first time that I've done them by myself. We're going to talk about that in our next video. But this is the first time I've done them by myself without having to take it to Volvo or shop or something to have them done. And it was really easy. So guys, we're going to cut this one right here. There you go. There's how to replace your batteries. And I've got all the faith in you that I can. I know that you guys can do this. Guys, take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye.